pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And what a career resurgence for Baker Mayfield. He went from being a discarded starter to a Pro Bowl quarterback, and he's coming off a year where he set career highs in passing yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage. But best of all, the ultimate leader for his ball club. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Number 9, Abuka. A gain of 14. First down, Buccaneers.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain.
In motion to tight end. Mayfield on play action. This one taken in by Otten. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mayfield now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
At the Falcons' 37-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 4.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Baker going to give it to Irving. Down to the 25.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your court.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, it lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
49-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he went from being the surprise pick of the first round to the full-time starter late in the season. And now he has a chance to take this team to new heights starting in 2025. Really was impressed with him down the stretch, going head-to-head with Jaden Daniels in a huge game. Now he could be their franchise quarterback for the next 10 years.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's good for our Falcons.
A play fake. Now Penix. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
That's good for our Falcons. First down.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And looking to throw, Penix. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 9.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Buccaneers.
They go play action. Mayfield right back to Chris Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A run up the middle with Irving. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Now a give, Irving running right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Tampa Bay.
Once again, it's Irving. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up
Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Baker Mayfield. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have retaken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Falcons 7.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Penix working out of the gun here. Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
A 9-yard pickup.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Robinson. It's a gain of a yard.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
41-yard line.
Looking to throw, Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Falcon.
To the air, Penix. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jarnell Mooney, 30 yards. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay offense set to go again. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
First down, Buccaneers.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Running the toss to Irving. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They run out of the gun with Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jordan Fuller, the one there in coverage.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 4-point game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He hasn't had a ball touch the ground yet. 8 of 8 throwing it. Perfect so far, including the touchdown on the last drive, you remember, as they begin 1st and 10 here.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. 2nd down and 8.
Second down.
Here's Penix. To the sideline and incomplete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll throw with Penix. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Number 7, Bucky Irving. A gain of 11 on the play.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Mayfield. A quick throw there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So on 4th down, on is Riley Dixon to punt for Tampa Bay. Back deep, Ray McLeod. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd and 2. That's complete to Mooney. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
2nd and 15. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Complete to Mooney on the slant. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That's good for a Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And the pressure gets to him again. Hassan Reddick in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
at their own.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 34. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down, Buccaneers.
Here's a handoff to Irving. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
At the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
8 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. There's a short one. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Mayfield now. Shoves him away. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again.
39-yard line.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jalen Walker. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
5-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Buccaneers' 47-yard line.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Four yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On third down, Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
A 37-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now a quick throw caught by Godwin. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Buccaneers.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
Mayfield now from the 50. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. The Bucs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield looks to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mayfield to throw it. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll get this down inside the 35.
First down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This one taken in by Otten. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
A 2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And again, it's Mayfield. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They go play action. Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Baker going to give it to Irving. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Number 14, Chris Godwin.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game.
So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. Oh, look at the juke. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And here now come the Falcons. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 3rd and 6. Penix working out of the gun here. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Now Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans.
Mayfield's pass.
3rd and 2.
To number 13, Mike Evans. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd
Mayfield.
down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Penix. Runs over it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Robinson. An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
On to give, here's Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
And 1.
Penix going to sneak it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing. Mayfield. Evans has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the
Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mayfield to throw. Right back to Chris Godwin. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Baker. Over the middle to Evans. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Chase McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal. A 56.
And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
This is 1st and 10. To the air, Penix. That's caught by Pitts. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And looking to throw, Penix. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here now, 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Penix. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.